What is going on YouTube? It's Kai here. We're back with another video today. As you can see, it's Orcust, and this is not the deck of mine. This deck belongs to MJ. Our local judge here, and he decided to play back an old school deck, which is Orcust. Why? 简单出包，对不对？
Yes.
Simple, easy, and play. And why not? He just got champion last week. Although different lists, different build, different shenanigans, but still. Dot deck. 我不喜欢讲 dot deck, I don't know why. Okay, and I'll be showcasing you guys the deck profile, and of course without the side deck because it haven't been fully prepared yet. But the side deck works different on your locals depending on the matchups, the synergies, the playstyle, etc. So you guys know the drill. And this is similar to the old playstyle, just without the Nightmare package or even the Sky Striker becomes easy link tools. So you guys know the drill, but of course with some new stuff I'll show you guys later. So without further ado, let's go into the profile. First off, one Girsu. Why? We don't know why. Please. 你要开回来再开这张。
Of course, 3.
Of course 3. Let's bring this back to 3. Is that menace? No. Strong? No. Why? So 3 please. And for the new stuff, the standards, 有没有考虑过玩3张这个形式？
会考虑。
But 会卡。
如果前期上手你又没有办法堆掉的话，那就是蛮卡。
But 多一点名字是 OK， 不是？
对对对。
He might consider to put this up to 3, but he might afraid that if you're opening too many of these, if you have got no chance of discarding them, like via Grapha, anything, it's just bricks. 我玩过3张，我提手3张那一天，阿伦就在我后面，我打麻将，我差点死去。
3张还是很怕。
让他上手啊，我没办法丢啊。问题是对面麻将那有那这么直接给我丢，我打麻将我也累啊。我3张服务用麻将。And for the discards, and yes, this is the reason we need to play while you're having this. And also discarding level 5 is a condition summon. If you don't, you can just discard it for cost. Even if you don't, it's just a free discard. No reason not to play. Although just play 1 because if you don't have dark in your hand, this is just, it does nothing, sadly. And for the new friend, the Diabellestar, as you guys have watched the previous deck profile from me and Melvin's, you know what this card does. And also it's a dark, and since it's bringing a level 1 Fyro, it doesn't like restrict to anything, and it's also a dark. If you play like the Orcust stuff, it doesn't restrict to anything, and it's summoned up, just Synchro. And also it's a machine, your Galatia can shuffle it back, so your spells can live again. So it's okay to play this. If you banish, leaves you on banish, and then you just shuffle it back. So why 3? You need more discard. You're discarding this, you don't lose anything, so you decided to play 3. And for the hand traps, just the basics lineups. This is more of a utility, and just basics. There's nothing more to explain. And also, yeah, you play this because you can add it back by Chaos Ruler. And also, why I say this many times, I'm just gonna say it again. This card should go 回家吧孩子.
Let's ban this.
Yes, let's ban this. Go. So that's all for the monsters. There's a lot of monsters. Of course, you need monsters for these decks. And for the basic spells, you can use this like a lot of times. Some are just Synchro get Spanish, your Galatia send it back, and then reuse, recycle. If you can grind, of course it's better. If you don't, mostly you're already winning the game. 我觉得你不磨死对面应该是给你被杀了。你可以，如果你这些又被除外，就是有留着那个留着的话，你就可以去洗回去。续航很强啊，续航超强的。And Orcust spells. This is kind of bad if drawn, but if you draw this is like kind of nice. If you discard it, if people ash this, mostly a lot of stuff is safe from being ashed. And Babble. And the additional for his decks, Machine Seconds, 为了一四坏嘛，对，mostly 为了一四坏吧。
一四坏，算是吧，主要是一四坏。
Mostly just for tier elements, rescue ace, and of course if
Even
you
mirror.
even mirror match, you discard this, it doesn't matter. Horus, even Horus with a deal. Sang. Yes, against Horus, they don't have their graveyard. They mostly just standing there, does nothing. This is the standard stuff. Utility style staples, mandatory. Depends, I guess. But this, well, you're playing a mid-range, sometimes to heavy combo, so you need this. And also, this is just to prevent interruptions. After you get Ash, get anything, this is your backup plan. And the one-off, this is 有考虑过放躲吗？其实，
就是因为放了一费外乐，
所以你不打
才放少，对。
如果
maybe 多的话，我会多放一张的。
就变41哦。
41对。
He might consider adding one more copy of this to become 41, but since he already played Effect Vader, so you don't want to play like multiple copies. And of course, Effect Vader you can chain on top of something else. So if this activated, and if you have another imperm, you can't activate anymore since you already have cards on the field. And also this is just, of course. And so for the main deck, this is almost like similar to the usual list, except for this, of course, you have more ways to go on. The reason is very simple when we show you guys the extra decks. Link Kuribo, of course, he played the... He played the... Of course, it's a level 1, and you have the tokens as well. So these two can make Link Kuribos. And also... sometimes. Yes, sometimes you need it. And it's a machine as well. The Galatea, of course, the heart and soul of the decks. We recycle the machines, a lot of stuff can recycle. The new Link 2 package, you have this, you have this, you have this, you have this. It's become like the new unicorn of the deck. But sometimes unicorn is just better. One long Risu for removal, unicorn and access code for the game. 你没有玩凤凰那些？
凤凰没有。
不是。
目前来讲是没有位置。
我刚刚好啊，已经够挤了。
对，很挤了。因为你 SB 其实都很强
对。
SB 跟独角兔、独角兽还有这个很多的够用。
就单单这些都已经是够干扰了，I would say 干扰。
对，很多不是很够，而且很多时候你用了效果，你不能再出按属性。
你对本条按属性以外。And according to him, this package is already more than enough. You don't need any more stuff like Cerberus or Phoenix. Also due to the reason that once you use Orcust cards, you can only summon Dark, and also these are all dark. Mostly all the links are darks here, so you won't have to restrict or anything. So no boundaries whatsoever. And for the Synchro stuff, this is the only Synchro he played. Of course, you might choose not to play the Synchro variants, but since play the Diabellestars, so you have Synchros, it's fine. And also they are all darks. And for Chaos Rulers, you can top deck like Excavate 5 and send all the Orcust stuff. You don't have to add anything, or you can add like your Vedas, whatever, and you send most of the stuff. You have Diabellestars. This is much more better. And this you can equip to a lot of stuffs. Well, this is the follow-up after your Chaos Ruler resolve. You mostly will have Jet Synchro in your graveyard, and this is for your extra interruptions and so on. And Dark Law for the Machine Seconds. Yes, for the Machine Seconds. And of course, if you're discarding the Orcust, it's even better. And it stops you from getting hand traps except for Ash, since they don't have a graveyard anymore. Against Tier, Horus, even Rescue Ace, they don't have a graveyard, they can't play the game. And the Typhoon for 紧急状况 for emergencies only, and also it's a dark. It's like a second Zeus, but we can't compare it to Zeus, of course. But it's still a Zeus is a light, and also this is like if you like the after your, not to mention Degrisos, if Degrisos sends a card and you whack for some things and then you go for this, of course it's another extra removal. You detach this to bounce and then you have this in your graveyard with, yes, you can revive with symbol skeletons, or a lot of ways we can like do different stuff. And you, as you guys can see, since we're playing the Diabellestar stuff, we don't play Gizmet Orochi anymore. Our decks are very asset important. Every single card is important here. You can't afford to waste anything. You want to make the count, make the interruptions, and then just go for this to go for a game. So guys, that's it for the deck profile. Hope you guys enjoy. If you guys got anything, any comments or tips, feel free to let me know down on the below. I'll read every single one. Of course, we'll make a sample deck combo or anything we know, so be sure to stay out. So of course, thanks MJ for being here with us. I will see you guys next time.